What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great day. Back again with some more Eagles news. Football's back, baby. It's game week. Wednesday, we are almost there. So we're getting the injury report a little bit later. We will talk about that, but we got a little bit of information here, so I wanted to jump on and talk about that first. The Eagles are practicing right now, so we will get that injury report. One is due today by 4 o'clock for every team. So we will find out what is going down. But I appreciate you guys taking the time. Appreciate you hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel, turning that notification bell on, joining me live, or even if you're watching this later. I truly appreciate you guys. All of the comments. Love when I wake up or, late at night, I get a notification that you guys are ready to talk some birds. So I'm always down. Love to have you guys. So let's get this started. Let's talk about some of the news today. So Quez Watkins says during his interview that he will be the one returning kicks. He expects to be returning kicks on Sunday. So, look, this is one of the options we talked about. And with this roster the way it is, the receivers we have, I think it's clear that this dude should be back there returning kicks because he's got a lot of talent. When you give him that ball in the open field, a lot of things can happen. So we've talked about having, the wide receiver room that we do. Obviously we got rid of Reagor, but you've got A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Zach Pascal. So that, allows him to help us out in the return game. He is not expected to have as many reps, but he's going to get a lot. He brings, that speed to the table. Obviously, Pascal, a red zone threat that can block. He's just a sure-handed guy. He's a jack of all trades. You love him. And then, of course, we've got Larry Fitzgerald and Anquan Bolden Jr. here. Really excited about these guys. I can't wait to see what this team does. But hopefully Quez is able to do some things in the return game. We have talked about possibly Britton Covey and, some other things. So we'll look at the practice squad here in a second. But Quez Watkins back there against the Lions, I'd love to see it. So maybe something special could happen here. So we finally get that question mark filled out. Hopefully, we'll see if that's how it actually is on the game day because we've got guys like Pascal back there, Boston Scott, Gainwell, and Avonte Maddox can return the ball. So maybe you throw back a Devontae Smith, maybe a Josh Jobe, maybe even a Darius Slay. You never know what the Eagles could do. But Quez Watkins trying to say that he is the guy. I don't know. Maybe he's trying to throw the Lions a curveball there, or maybe he's just giving them information that we didn't need to give them. We'll see. But also, we heard from Jack Driscoll. He said he's getting some reps at left tackle. We've talked about this, in-house replacements. The Cowboys had to go out, add a 40-year-old 40-year-old Jason Peters. So good for them. But we have some options here. And the reason he's getting reps at left tackle is obviously because we put Andre Dillard on the IR. So Brett Toth on the PUP list. Both of them have to miss at least 4 games. But we've got Lane Johnson and Mailata, 2 of the best in the game. We hope that they stay healthy. But if anything were to happen, we've talked about the versatility of our guards. So you've got guys like Driscoll and Sills who have played all of the positions on the line. So you love to see that. I'm not saying they should start at any of this, but, I think Driscoll really, he can hold it down at right tackle, but getting reps at left tackle, the shorter arms, all those things they said about him. So maybe he suits right tackle or guard better. He does great as a guard, and he did great as a right tackle for us. If you guys remember a year ago when he and Nate Herbig were starting week 1 against Washington, or maybe it was in year before that, but I really love this kid. I guess it actually would have been last year. I'm a drifter. Anyways, so Jack Driscoll, I really like his future. Josh Hill's really impressed this team. So I'm really excited about his future. But we've got some guys in-house that can hold it down. And obviously our centers, we don't need to show them because they're not going to be. But, we have Juergens who they're cross-training at guard. So I will show you, versatility is the name of the game. He is the replacement in the future for Jason Kelsey. So you love to see that. But Jack Driscoll getting reps at left tackle. Yes, this is why this dude is a big part of this future. Love to see it. My man, Jock Talk in the building. What is going on, dude? Just talking about Quez Watkins, talking about being the returner. Now we're on to Jack Driscoll at left tackle. I'm doing well. Hope you are well. Hope everyone out there is doing well. Thank you for taking the time, my man. Any questions, comments you have, you can throw them away. But just moving through this. And now let's take a look at the depth chart here. I just want to show you what Sirianni's got going on with these injuries, all the things you have to have things in place to be ready for this. So looking at this depth chart, we saw the special teams there before, but I'll show you again in a second. But here on offense, Andre Dillard now placed on IR. We have talked about Opeta being a great backup for guard, Stills having the versatility at guard and tackle, same for Jack Driscoll. So we've got guys that can definitely help us out here. We've got some injuries, though. This also opens up a roster spot, so we'll see who the Eagles add. Maybe it's someone from the practice squad, somebody that was released, maybe a veteran player they feel they need, some help at a certain position. Maybe they just keep it open for this week, see how things go. We can bring 2 guys up. You can only dress 48 now, so it's not like you have to have, 53. Anyways, we'll keep it moving here. And a lot of these veterans, they get guaranteed money, so maybe we're waiting. Anyways, we'll move it on, and I'll show you the defense just in case you wanted to see it. But, what a beautiful defense that is. I really can't wait. If any of you guys have missed those shows, the most recent was when C.J. Gardner-Johnson got added. Go check that one out. Showed you all of those schemes with him added into it, the versatility of these players. Really excited about this defense. Let's go. And then, of course, the special teams you see here. Again, Quez Watkins, we got this filled out. Love to see that. So I really hope he's back there. If they bring up a couple offensive linemen, that would make sense in the practice squad. Maybe Coyote Awasika, LaRaven Clark, just in case anything happens. Or you bring up Covey and you throw the Lions a real curveball. So we'll see what happens there. But you have those practice squad additions, that you can make each week. We talk about you can bring up 2 guys 3 times for each player throughout the year, and they don't have to go back through the waiver process. So you've got a lot of options here. We'll see which guys the Eagles choose to protect. And then from there, we'll see who they actually, bring up, which 2 guys on game day. But you've got a lot of options here because of, the question mark at, returner. And that obviously brings up Britton Covey. Devin Allen can help in special teams, but not really as a returner. But beyond that, some offensive line help would be okay. Maybe a defensive back in Sasha Ray. So we'll see what the Eagles decide to do. I'll keep you up with all of that news. But I will be back once we get that injury report, and we'll talk about what was seen at practice, all of those things. So let's get excited, baby. I'm very, very excited. It's been a very long year, and then this offseason, it was tough. But we've been wading through these damn storms, dude, and look, the world is about to be put on notice. The Philadelphia Eagles are coming. Get your money down. I've already done it. Going to throw some more down because I'm crazy. And I just feel very confident about this team. So that's what's BS. Why is it only 48 instead of 53? Oh, that's not BS, man. The rule has always been on game days, it was 53 players are on your roster. You can only dress 46. So 7 people have always been on the sidelines. That's just how it's been. The past couple years, they added that new rule where players can actually jump on the active. Herschel's in here. I didn't realize that, and he's trying to get out. Jesus. Holy hell. Give me a second. All right, buddy. Oh, man. Luckily, I had pants on there. So, no, I'm just kidding. I don't try to do these shows without pants. But anyways, I was talking about those rules. You talk about the 53-man roster. 46 is what we're dressed. Now, with these new rules, you can bring up 2 guys each game. Now, you can only do that 3 times with a player. So if you do that with Britton Covey, he can only do it 3 times total, okay? And what I mean is you can bring him up as many times as you want, but this certain process where they can just go on game day, they can be on the active roster, but then they revert right back to the practice squad. Before, you couldn't do that. They had to go. They essentially would get cut if you didn't keep them all on the active roster. They go through a waiver process. If they don't get claimed, you put them right back on the practice squad. Now they don't have to do that. So that is what I was explaining there. But so essentially adding those 2 people, you have 55 men on your roster on game day. If you want, I mean, you don't have to do that, but you could have 55, but you have to undress. Ridiculous, but you take 7 guys again that can't dress. So 48 people. So that is the rule, my man. But why don't they have all 53? That's just the rules, just how it's been. But that is really cool that they did that because of COVID. They added those 2 spots because of that. So let's go, my man. East Coast Gridiron in the building. Go check out his channel, throwing you out news about college, all the NFL. So if you're thirsting for a little bit more than just the birds, go check him out, my man. Appreciate you taking the time. And look, it's going to be a busy day. This is the third video already. We're going to be making a fourth once we get that injury report, the first of the year, baby. Really excited about an injury report. Are we serious? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm ready to go through that wall as always. Let's go. Yes, they do. That's why I always break them. My man, Jock Doc. But I appreciate all of you taking the time. I will be back later with that injury report. If you guys need anything, please feel free to reach out. Always here for you guys, whether it's talk about birds, you want to talk about life, you're a fan of a different team, you want to talk about that. I do not care. A lot of you guys reach out, Raiders fans, Giants fans. I mean, you guys are wild out there, and I love it. I love it because I am a fan of the game. Obviously, a diehard Eagles fan, and this channel is about the Eagles, so I try not to get crazy unless that's the topic at hand. But yes, always down to talk about whatever it is, ladies and gentlemen. Working and listening on the love it, my man. I truly do. This is my third video, so if you want to check out any of the earlier ones, I always appreciate that. If you guys got anything from this video, I appreciate the likes, subscribing to the channel, turning that notification bell on, and joining us live so we can talk some birds together, baby, because it's always better together. And I truly can't do any of this without you guys. Thank you for helping me get up to almost 1,100 now, but 1,000. You guys are awesome. We're going to get to 2,000 before you know it. We're going to change the damn game, baby, one day at a time. Oh, one bird at a time. So thank you for taking the time. And I'm going to get rolling out here. But until next time, a little bit later here with the injury report, I am Jimmy Smith. This has been On the Road to Victory. I hope you're all having yourselves a great day. I appreciate it, my man. Just trying to get that content out there, keep people aware of what's going on. The misinformation is too much, so I have to stand up to it, and we gotta keep it moving, man. And now we're over 1,000, so I know the people that need the content. So I'm here for it too, my man. I truly appreciate your support. All of your support is greatly appreciated. And again, if you need me, those of you who do reach out, I love the conversations we have. You guys ever need a guest on your show, or you need whatever the hell it is you need, I'm here for it, man, because you guys are always here for me, and I can't thank you enough. So I do what I can. I only try to speak from experience. I am no counselor. I am no expert. I just try to tell people what I know and hope that can do something for them, So my man, I appreciate you. I really do. And it's all about the truth in these parts. I used to have like truth. That's what I'm all about, my man. We'll just say that. But I'm going to get rolling out here. And if you guys, and now there's some BS, truth, social, whatever, burn it down. Drifters. Anyways, misinformation is not for me. I am all about facts. So if you are about facts, you can hit that subscribe button. But I will be back later with that injury report. Hope you're all having yourselves a great day. Stay safe. And as always, go Birds!